they're all gone and they'll never be back. And that's an unfortunate reality about these old school physical game titles like this. They will not last forever. The other day I was making a video where I was showing how my retro duo can play both NES and Super NES games in one console. And when I went to show how the Super NES side worked, I put in Super Mario World, the same copy that has been a part of my family since as long as I've been able to form memories. And when I went to start it, I was extremely disappointed to see that all the save files were gone. And it occurred to me that my hard copies of my retro games are starting to hit the age where the memory batteries are dying. And that has been an incredibly sad thing for me, because most of these games have been around since I was like a little kid, like really little. Like little, my big brother used to give me a unplugged controller that I'd hold upside down and imagine that I was playing with him, you know. I've literally owned most of these my entire life. Now, the save file in Super Mario World that I was upset about is the save file that my brother has had since back then. And so it's like, I know it sounds stupid, right? But to somebody who grew up with so many good memories playing these old video games, it's literally just a catalog of memories. And it's everything that we would have worked together for as kids to try and beat that game. And now it is gone. And it's hard because where I live, there is nowhere to take your old games to get the batteries replaced where they can, you know, keep your files intact. You're stuck dealing with it. Up until now, it's just been a problem that has happened to other people. And I've only dealt with it once before. And the other time was equally as devastating. And it was in this little guy here. This game, one of the most important games in my childhood. Pokemon Crystal version. This is the copy I've had since I was a little guy. I got it, I think it was a birthday gift, with this, my teal Game Boy. This is my OG Game Boy Color. I've never had another one. My brother had a lime green one and I had the teal one. We've been through some shit together. Literally, I've spent countless hours playing this very game on the toilet. Now, the sad thing is, when I turn it on, which my microphone won't usually pick up the noise from it because it considers it like background noise, I guess. But, oh, pardon, you know, she's a little aged. Take a few tries. We get it? No. Come on. Gotta bust out the old specialty little can of air duster. Blow it out. Should do the trick. Oh, moment of truth. Here we go. There we have it. This. So wonderful. Oh god, that screen is filthy, but I mean, it's literally years and years and years. I've had this thing so long, and I love it. Absolutely adore it. But here's the problem. My save file is just completely gone. And mind you, my save file had a lot. I mean, I don't even remember how many hours, but probably an embarrassing number of hours on it. And I had collected every single Pokemon that you could find natively in this game. I'd spent that much time on it. If it wasn't a Pokemon that required like the time trading or anything like that, or a special event, then I had it. and are all wiped out. And truth be told, again, it sounds really silly. I haven't played it in years, right? So the attachment is distant, but it's like getting the news that an old friend that you haven't seen in a long time has passed away. I think of all the time I spent on this game, and that it's not like I had any way to back up the save file or anything. Like, I wouldn't know what I was doing. And it's this tremendous loss. Like, all those hours. And I understand that, like, people consider, oh, if you're playing video games, it's a waste of time or whatever. I don't see it that way. I don't believe you can waste your time by doing something you enjoy. I think that that's the definition of using your time wisely, is making sure that you're enjoying what you're doing. That's what I would do, right? But now, it's all gone. All my Pokemon, who all had loving, adorable nicknames like Poop Butt, Turd Flap, Assbird, Shithead, Fuck, Turds, pretty much anything, you know, that I could think of. Every single Pokemon in my Pokedex would have had a name like that. And they're so stupid. And like, I was a little kid. I was a goddamn heathen. Probably a good thing my parents didn't ever fire up my Game Boy and look at the names of all the Pokemon in my PC. Would have been an embarrassing situation, to say the least. But doesn't matter now, because they're all gone and they'll never be back. And that's an unfortunate reality about these old school physical game titles like this. They will not last forever. They will eventually wear down. And if you don't have a way to get them fixed, I mean, it's just inevitable. And I hope someday, like, I'm going to hold on to this, right? I got this little case for it and stuff. I'll keep it as nice as I can. The sticker's already kind of faded and a little bit worn, but I don't care. I'm still gonna hang on to it, right? And maybe someday I can get the battery replaced in it so that I can get another, 30 years or whatever out of it. And, you know, just something to enjoy. But in the meantime, I have started playing Pokemon Crystal again on my computer, because I was able to get the ROM for it, and I can play it either on my laptop through, you know, whatever emulator I could find, or I can play it on my RetroPie, which has been very fun, except that it doesn't have the fast forward feature that I've discovered is very luxurious. So as much as I love the old, you know, hardware, there are some modern amenities that are just hard to not have once you've had them, especially when you remember how slow the scrolling text is, even at the fastest speed on these Pokemon games. It's just brutal. Now, these two dead games have got me thinking, you know, about all the other games that I have. So I'm going to have to go through them and check, right? Because I've got A Link to the Past, which has our old save files on it, maybe. Kirby's Dream Land 3, 007 GoldenEye. I have 100%ed game file on 007 GoldenEye if it still exists. There's mine and my older brother's save files in Ocarina of Time that I still have. We have countless saved games on Super Mario All-Stars that could very well be gone too. And it's just so sad. Like, you don't think about those things. You don't think about those batteries dying and wiping out your memory. Again, it's not like I didn't know that could happen, but that was a problem for other people. It had never happened to me yet. That was someone else's issue, but now it's mine. I have a pretty good sized collection. It's not massive, like, it's not crazy. It's nothing that would make a news or something like that. But, you know, it's so many games from when we were kids. And to think that, like, there's probably nothing left on some of them, at least some of them, right? Like, Super Mario World is toast. Some of them are going to be toast. I really hope that they're holding up. I would imagine my Nintendo 64 games might be holding up a little bit better than my Super Nintendo games, but we'll see. So, you know, I guess, really, I just made this video to kind of share how bummed I am about my physical media starting to take a shit on me, and see if anybody else out there has had to deal with the same thing and grapple with it, and if it affected them really hard like it did for me. Like, it just sucks. It just sucks so much. And I don't know that I will ever find the motivation to collect as many Pokemon on Crystal version as I did before. I just don't think that I have the time as an adult. And it was nice to be able to go back and visit that game file and live those memories again, because something that we as gamers get that other people don't get is the ability to go back and vicariously relive vital moments in our life. Like, to other people that aren't into video games, it's like, oh, it's just a stupid toy and it doesn't matter. But to me, it's like getting a little bit deep here. But you know, my parents, when I was a kid, they didn't get along very good, and they would fight a lot. And my older brother would take me and my little sister into the bedroom, and we would play video games, and it would, like, you know, keep us away from that. It would distract us, right? And it would be okay. And so they're not just a stupid toy, like, they're a really important part of my life, something that normalized things that were otherwise not normal. So, you know, it's hard. It is very hard to see those memories gone. It's nice that at least I still remember it, but it sucks that it's just, I can't go back and visit it. I think that's the part that bothers me the most. You know, when I was a kid, I fought with my brother all the time. We didn't get along the best, but the thing we did always bond over was video games. And now he lives all the way across the country, and I don't know when I'll see him again, but I do like playing the games we used to play together. I was playing Battletoads Double Dragon with my son today, and, you know, getting our asses kicked, but that's what you do at Battletoads games. You just lose. And it just reminded me of playing that game with my brother, because God, we spent so many hours on that one, and it's so good. I love it. It's one of my favorites, even though I can't even beat the third or fourth level. I think the farthest I've ever gotten is the fourth level, right? But it's all about those memories. And all those memories are very fun. So, you know, sometimes my older brother will watch my YouTube videos. And if you see this one, man, I love you. I miss you. I miss playing video games with you. Probably text you sometime soon, and, you know, see if you ever plan on coming back to visit. Maybe we can hang out and play some old video games. You guys make sure you check in on your old hardware. If you can save it, save it. I've seen videos of these repair shops. They go in, they back up your save file, they replace your battery, and then they put your save file right back on it, because you may think that, oh, it's not that big of a deal. But when you go to fire one up, one of these old games, and you hope that you're going to rejoin all your best friends from childhood, whether it's your Pokemon or your 98% completed Super Mario World or any of those. Maybe it's save file of Ocarina of Time where you're trapped in the water temple and you think maybe you could find a way out now that you're an adult. And then it's gone. Get that shit checked on. And also, get a hold of your older brothers. They're pretty cool. All right, guys, have a good day or night. If you like this video, consider subscribing to my channel. I just talk about old video games. I remember things. I get nostalgic. And I ramble. Hope you like it.